Hello believers, in this video, we are going to know the deadliest players from this Aqua versus Inferno event week 2, which is literally going to brutally destroy your opponent by scoring a lot of goals. Not only that, but this time we have Vanderar in the game, so we are going to know whether it's really worth taking them or not. Anyway, believers, video is going to be awesome as always, and make sure you have subscribed to the channel, plus turn on the notification bell icon for more awesome contents like this. Now, let's discuss each and every player one by one. Firstly, just for your information, we are going to decide the players whether it's worthy or not with the total of 10 points. If I give 1 to 4 points, then that player is recommended less. If I give 5 to 7 points, then that specific player is recommended mid, and if I give 8 to 10 points, then that player is highly recommended. Now, also make sure to remember that I am going to give you recommendation, whether that player is worthy or not, based on 3 to 4 factors, which are stats of the players, performance of the players, for how much months a player can be worthy or relevant, and finally, the main factor is going to be the cost of the shards that each player I am going to suggest is going to cost. Thanks a lot, and shout out to Derek Bros, as he helped me to review some players by testing them or facing them in a H-to-H match. Anyway, let's discuss the player number 7, Hamick. If you see the past card of the Merrick Hamick, then he mostly used to be center attacking midfielder, and he was just a phenomenal card, but this time he came as CM, and he is very balanced in terms of stats. He has got decent pace being a center midfielder. His passing, dribbling is very balanced. You can see his overall stats are very balanced, and that's what makes him very balanced and special. He has more advantages such as a 4-star skill move and 5-star weak foot, which makes him very good at scoring goals too. Sprint speed is not that great on him, and I think sprint speed is not very essential for CM. It's common to have less sprint speed on CM. Anyway, he is very good on long-range shots, plus he has also got long shot taker traits. He is also a playmaker, and his passes are very good and pinpoint. Overall, if you bros are searching for a balanced center midfielder, then he is a very good option. His stamina is also very good. Talking about the alternative position, he can also play cam. Anyway, if we compare him with other center midfielders in the game, then he comes to the top 10 in the game, competing for the cards like 109 Barella and Madhouse. Anyway bros, talking about the shards cost, he costs 800 tokens, which is a decent price, or I will consider it a little bit high for a center midfielder with 108 rating players, but still, I am gonna recommend him 5 out of 10, which means mid recommendation. Talking about the relevance time, he will be good for the next 3 to 4 months. Anyway, if you search for alternative center midfielders in this Aqua versus Inferno, then there is actually no one better than him as his alternative. Next, talking about the player number 6, we have Socrates. Socrates is also a great center attacking midfielder, and in the past days, he has been a meta player in the game. This time also, the Socrates card is really awesome. He is tall and very strong. You can see his strength, bros, that's what he is known for. This time, when I played the game, the physical condition increased, and I don't know why, but I am not able to enjoy the game very well as the game is slow, sluggish, and I can't feel smoothness. Anyway, Socrates has great physical advantage, and not every opposition can easily stunt him. He is decent in terms of pace. Talking about the shooting abilities, he is good at shooting, and also has got a long shot taker, so you can definitely perform long shots with this card. He is great on free kicks, and this time EA has actually buffed the roulette move. So he has a speciality of roulette move. Talking about work rate, a high medium is good for a guy like him. Overall, a great card. Talking about the cost, I think 1,000 shards for Socrates is very high. He is recently in the top 10 in the game. Anyway, you can expect a very good performance from him, so you have to adjust it. His recent alternatives can be players like Ronaldinho 109 Cam. Overall, he is going to be relevant for like 3 to 4 months, and I will recommend him 5 out of 10, which means mid recommended. For both Hamick and Socrates, I suggest waiting for upcoming days as they are not cost effective. Now, talking about the number 5 player, we have Percy. This card is really awesome this time. You can see a stamina issue, but still, it's really not that big a deal on this card. The cons on him is having a 4-star weak foot, which is definitely adjustable, and talking about strength, I think 104 strength is decent. Anyway, his speed is good, and for the striker after the update, speed is not really what matters, as I have been using top speedy players, but they failed against low-rated defenders, which is very bad. The thing that we have to look at a striker after the update is his shooting abilities, and Percy is really good at it. You can see his finishing, long shot, shot power, and positioning, it's really good on him. His agility is also great. Talking about the shooting skills he has got, outside foot shot, which is a great advantage especially for the VSA matches, and he also has long shot taker plus finesse shots. So, overall, I felt Van Persie is really good. Talking about the price of shards, it's just 650 tokens for 108 rating, and that's very cheap for the strikers. So I would recommend him 7 out of 10, which means mid recommendation. Now, moving to player number 4. We have Marcos Lorente, a 108 rating right back. A very cheap right back in the game. And there is no good replacement for a players like him in the game right now. If you talk about the shards, however, he has a bit more cons compared to other fullbacks, and that is having bad defending and physicality. You can see the physical strength is just 94 on him, so in defending you are going to struggle with him. If you're remaining left fullback and the defenders are not good, but he has high pace, stamina, and from the wide, he will make great counterattacks. You can see even crossing on him is really good. Overall, Marcos Lorente is a decent right back in case you are searching for the budget-free right backs in the game. Honestly, most right backs are costly, but he is cheap, like it just costs you 650 tokens, being 108 OVR players. Anyway, I will recommend you bros to him if you really need an offensive fullback. Make sure to listen to one thing, and that is, you might struggle using him in case you are expecting him to increase your defending, as the defending are bad on him. Overall, I would recommend him 3 out of 10, which means low recommended. Now, bros, move to player number 3. We have Theo Hernandez. Hernandez is also a very pacey fullback. He has got a high attacking work rate, which makes him great in attacking areas. So, you can take him as an offensive fullback instead of the defensive fullback. Without a doubt, Hernandez is the best left back right now in the game. Even though he is just a left back, he has got a lot of traits such as heel-to-heel flick, long through, early crosser, and long shot taker. You can see his crossing, it's just insane on him. Talking about his agility and reactions, it's also good on him. The defending abilities of Hernandez is not that impressive. However, in-game performances of Hernandez is really good, and he is one of the best left backs in the game. Week 2 players are having crazy good stamina. Anyway, the slight disadvantage on this card is also having a 3-star skill move. Overall, Hernandez is an amazing card. His cost is 1,500 tokens, which is worth it in my opinion. Talking about the relevant time, he is going to be effective for next 4 months easily, and I would recommend him 7 out of 10 for F2P users, which is a mid-recommendation, whereas for the P2W, I would recommend him 8 out of 10, which is highly recommended. If we talk about his alternative, then you can definitely see many alternatives such as Maldini, Nuno Mendes, and Davies. Now, believers, let's move to player number 2, and he is none other than Eusebio. He is just an incredible striker in the game recently. You can consider him as a top 5 striker in the game recently, and he is the second fastest striker in the game. His sprint speed is as effective as Mbappe. Anyway, the special thing on Eusebio cards is insane level of finishing and shooting. He has literally got 133 shot power and 134 finishing. His card is known for scoring insane goals and finishing. Talking about the shooting traits, he has long shot taker traits, and shooting from long ranges he is just insane. His attacking work rate is high, and defensive work rate is medium, which is a perfect work rate for a striker, and his positioning in the game is also good. He has also got 5-star weak foot, which is another advantage, and many of the attackers often don't have the weak foot 5-star. Talking about dribbling, it's decent, but his agility is 130, which makes him well responsive. Anyway, the weakness on the Eusebio card is having a bit of bad strength, as a defender can easily stunt him. It's all totally upon how you use him, but due to having less strength, he is not good and easily gets muscled by most of the defenders if you don't know how to use him effectively, so he is on the top 5s at the moment. Anyway, he will be relevant for like next 3 to 4 months, and talking about his alternatives, we have a lot of players such as Mbappe UTOTS, Dembele UCL version, and even the UTOTS version. We have Ronaldo CR7 and R9 card, and if you have still Cruyff card, he is also good alt over Eusebio. Anyway, bros, 1,500 tokens for him is also normal, and he is definitely worthy as his finishing are very deadly. Overall, I would recommend him 6 out of 10 for F2P and 8 out of 10 for P2W, which is mid and highly recommended respectively. Finally, bros, let's move to player number 1. We have Vanderar. You all know Vanderar has been a meta player from the past days in the game. Now, talking about the recent Vanderar performance, he is very deadly on reflexes, and he is considered to be one of the best goalkeepers in the game. He consistently saves close-range shots, and I think he is a great card for VSA. In the VSA, opponent is going to get frustrated as he is insanely beast on saving the close-range goals. Not only that, his diving and positioning is great, so he saves most of the shots. Honestly, I haven't used Vanderar yet, but I have faced him, and from that, I am judging him. You are getting 109 Vanderar, which is definitely going to be relevant for like next 3 to 4 months for sure. And talking about his ranking in the game recently, you can see he is top 1 in the game as per our website, and it's the list made by an experienced player. So undoubtedly he is the best goalkeeper. His height is also 197 centimeters, which is a preferred height for goalkeeper. Anyway, his performances are very insane, and recently, as an alternative best goalkeeper, we have players like Milinkovic-Savic, Donnarumma, Kobel in the list. Talking about the amount of shards, 1,500 shards is definitely a decent price for the Vanderar. For the F2P, I am recommending him 7 out of 10, where for the P2W, I am recommending him 9 out of 10, which means mid and high recommendation respectively. Honestly, in today's list, we don't have many players who are highly recommended. It's because they all are not tested well, and this time EA didn't bring them on scouting camp, which makes this review a bit L, in my opinion. So, I would suggest you just watch video, but don't take any of the players from the shards, as once again, when I test them all, I am going to tell you which players you should take from this whole event, whenever the event is about to end. Anyway, believers, that's all for this video. I will meet you with the next one. Till then, your lovely host, Mr. Believer, signing out.